morning, Sergeant Novitsky. I'm going to be giving a quick class on how to search a detainee. So imagine you're overseas, deployed, and you're in a firefight with the enemy. And they begin firing at you, eventually run out of ammunition. And you end up taking them down. Now, next step will be to search them, try to get any information, any kind of materials off of them you may need. Then you can do this with three major steps are pretty quick and simple to do. Position the detainee, restrain the detainee, and search the detainee. And all of these steps can actually be found in the Army Warrior Passing Battle Drills Level 1 book. First step is going to be position the detainee. You're going to tell the detainee to stand and face you. Raise their arms above their head, block their elbows, spread their fingers with their palms facing you. Next, you're going to visually just inspect the hands for any kind of weapons or contraband. Then you'll order the detainee to turn around and drop to their knees.
It's first contact.
From here, you're going to search the back of the hands just to make sure they also aren't hiding any weapons or contraband back there. Then direct the detainee to lie on their stomach and have their arms spread out to the sides with their palms facing up and their forehead on the ground. Tell them to spread their legs with their feet as far apart as possible and make sure the heels are remaining in contact with the ground at all times. Then if I can get somebody to just kind of display being a guard, ensure that the guard is in front of the detainee, just opposite the side being searched. Just if I'm over here, you'll be over there. Just complete straight across from you all the time. Then the next one is pretty important as far as safety. It's going to be restraining the detainee. You're going to approach them at a 45-degree angle from the side opposite the guard. Then focus the search on the side that's closest to you. Squat and put a knee closest to the detainee in the lower back. You'll just stand over there like this little weapon. Direct them to put the arm closest to you, which would be this one, in their lower back. Make sure their palms facing up. Always want to maintain positive control of the arm. Then you're going to grasp the other hand in a handshake hold method. And make sure, just place it on top of the other hand. Then from this point you'll end up putting on the restraints. Then the last step on this process is going to be searching the detainee. This involves a bending and crushing method, basically just like I said, bending and crushing as you go along. Any items you find, you're going to end up removing, sending off to the side. That way, for your paperwork later, you can have it annotated. First, you'll end up still being down. Hold the disposable restraints and lift their arms slightly. And then just kind of check the small of their back. Then release the restraints. Then you're going to move and stand up and go from their waist area toward their head. Squatting, and you want to make sure you don't have your knee on the ground or on the detainee at this point. So just kind of go from where you left off back here, go all the way up to the shoulders. Then you're going to remove the headgear if it's not already removed. Just kind of check it, make sure there's nothing in it and set it aside. Search their head and hair, just kind of go through and make sure there's nothing in there that they might be hiding. Next, you're going to go from their fingers all the way up to their shoulders on both, or on the arm closest to you, just using that bending and crushing method. Then you're going to go from their shoulder back down to the waist on the side closest to you, just making sure that you didn't miss anything the first time around. When you're doing this, anytime you switch hands, you want to make sure that controlling the elbow without changing your position. So if you're standing here and you just switch hands, just do that, but make sure you don't change your position at all. And make sure they remain just like in this position with their feet on the ground, spread apart, and heels with contact with the ground. Direct them to raise their leg by bending their knee up. Bend your knee, just raise your foot just on this side. Then on this side, you're just going to go ahead and search from the knees up to their feet and kind of inspect the soles of their shoes just to make sure they're not hiding anything in there. Then from here, they can go ahead and put that foot down. You're going to stand and have the guard rotate opposite you. You want to go over the top, over their head. Once you get over here, you're going to end up squatting and searching the same way you did the first way around. Then from here, you're going to assist them to stand up. Once this is done, basically the process is done, you'll do all your paperwork, and then process them into the detainee holding areas. And in conclusion, next time you're in battle, you might have to use these methods. Just remember, with a lot of practice, you can actually master it. Just position the detainee, restrain the detainee, and then search the detainee. And that's it.